Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods Part 3.
I hope I can help.
So we're starting off on the Nord, gonna do some of the happy hunting recruiting for the Order of the Virtuous Blood. So this is a vampire, but you can also ask her about famous persons. Haven't you heard? Publius Scipio was just arrested and is being held in the Bastion. Publius, have you been living under a rock? He was Adamus Philida's right-hand man, but they say he killed one of the Emperor's nephews during an arrest. And now that Philida is retiring, he doesn't have the political support he used to. So if Philida was already dead, then I'm guessing the lines would be different. He's the one you kill, right? And yeah, she's one of the random vampires. You are a vampire. Drat, I've been discovered, but I doubt you can catch me. What? You are a vampire. There have always been vampires and there always will be. I dare you to attack me, I'm not looking for a fight. I think this is a trick you are trying to get me to let my guard down and then you will betray me. I like vampires. You were just saying that so I won't lose my temper and kill you. I'm not looking for a fight. You seem like a decent person. I don't understand how you could spend your life murdering innocent vampires. I like vampires. So we can get along, remain at peace, and be friends. Yes. I feel like partying all night and dancing till dawn. Life is beautiful. Farewell, my friend. Okay. Yeah, the random vampires. I know the vampire hunting mod is like 3 different mods put together, so the random vampires is kind of a weird one. Am I on time? Yes.
Go ahead.
Publius. Yes, I am Publius. Why are you here? I used to serve under Adamus Philida, helping him thwart the Dark Brotherhood for many years. Something. What happened? Why do you care? So,
I'm listening.
gotta do the speechcraft
That's
one
just
for this.
Don't wish. I accept. I wish I could say that. What a... Yeah, well done. Don't you... I accept. I have no
So,
choice.
what happened? When Adamus decided to retire, the cowards in Legion office decided that my methods were unsound. Unsound? Using some enhanced interrogation, I discovered that one of the Emperor's nephews was running a slave ring from the Black Marsh into Morrowind. When we tried to arrest him, his thugs killed 2 of my men. What did you do? I arrested him, but he ended up just paying a fine. He laughed, saying that the cost of the fines would cut into his profits, but only a little. Tell me, you killed that bastard. The bastard. Yes, I wasn't gonna let him live. Let the lives of my men just be a number on that monster's ledger. I cut him down right there in front of his family, though I am not proud of what I've done. Join the Order. What is the point?
Certainly. How nice. Every little bit helps.
The point is, I just gave you money. Join the Order. He who fights with monsters might take care lest he thereby become a monster. Adamus told me that once. A warning I did not heed. I am a murderer, and it is here that I belong. But there is still evil in this city. More than you know. But who am I to fight against it? I who have blood on my hands. If you do nothing, more will die. You have given me much to think about, stranger. I need some time to consider what you have said. So, let's give him some time. I think it's supposed to take a day. And since it's almost midnight, the day is almost over.
Greetings.
6 more minutes. I was testing it out earlier and I came at like 11:59. So he said, I have to think about this, and then immediately stopped thinking. Yep. I think enough time has passed. I should return to the Bastion to talk to Publius and see what his decision is. Maybe it is just a few minutes, but probably is the next day.
I hope I can.
Join the Order. I've decided to take you up on your offer. I may not have lived to fill it as example, but I will seek my redemption in committing myself to your cause.
What?
Escape. A crude jailbreak would shed too much innocent blood. However, there are many in the Legion who are sympathetic to my plight. Perhaps if you seek them out, they can help. I have a lockpick. If you can convince the guards to look the other way, then that just might work.
Pleasure.
Aww. Yeah, you can also...
Hail, citizen.
Famous persons, I don't gossip with just anyone, look the other way. Look, I respect Publius as much as anyone, but I could lose my head for this. Vampires. There are some rumors about vampires roaming the streets, but don't be afraid. We are here to keep you safe, citizen.
Make it quick.
Yeah. There's a lot of high 80 disposition checks, so I'll probably be editing out the perspective minigame for this video. Oh, even after bribing him, still not enough.
If a little bit helps.
I'm gonna murder someone. Well, at least this should help. I use TRN myself, which allows you to disguise yourself and join the Imperial faction and gain a boost to speech. Look the other way. I could just happen to leave my shift a little early tomorrow, but it will cost you a bottle of brandy. There is no way I'm doing this sober. Brandy. Do not come back until you have it. Yeah, screw this. I'll just do it the other way. I know of a tunnel. A secret tunnel in the Imperial prison. Who would have guessed? If you could arrange for me to be transferred to that cell, then I could make my escape. Vasari here is just outside the prison. So, transfer Publius. Well, I don't really see the point, but I can tell you right now that the Warden won't be interested. Warden. He's been working non-stop to find out how the Emperor's assassins breached security. The only time he leaves his office is to check in on the prisoners. However, well, Publius has always been dear to me. I can give you the transfer forms, but you would still have to get the Warden's seal from his office. Take my keys, but don't get caught. Transfer Publius. I really don't... Yeah, depending on how well disguised you are, sometimes people can see through it, and then you get a big bounty and the guards start coming after you. How'd you get in here? How did you get in here? No matter, I see that my little secret is out. Now the only question is where to hide your body. So, that was convenient. The Warden just happens to be a vampire. See, I think if I had the helmet and the shield, it'd be less likely that they could see through my disguise. Ranting note. So they think they can take over. They think they can just waltz in here and take everything we've built, do they? No. There will be no Mythic Dawn. There will be no dawn for Cameron at all. Transfer papers, blank transfer papers. I have the transfer papers but need to use the warden's seal before they are valid. I should try looking on his desk. What? There's two of them. I've sealed the transfer papers. Now I just need to get them to the warden's secretary. Okay, good. I don't have a bounty. Bastion Warden. Warden's Journal. Most of the prior entries are about doldrums of running the Bastion. During a cell change, one of the prisoners actually bit me. I mean, really, of all the things I put up with at this post. First they stick me in this basement, now this, and I thought it couldn't get any worse than Fort Frostmoth. I think that's actually a fort in Integration later on. But they aren't related to each other, just a coincidence, I guess. Second seed. Have been running a fever. I've been having a recurring nightmare of my sister as a young girl floating in a vast sea of blood. As I approach her, I can see that the blood is coming from 2 holes in her neck. There is so much of it. As I get closer, I'm wading waist deep in her blood. It is still warm. Suddenly my eyes shoot open, but to my horror, they are nothing but empty orbs of impossible blackness. The blood rises over my head, and I begin to drown, flailing desperately in an ocean of red. I gasp for air, yet strangely I can hear myself screaming. I awaken, always screaming. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. I thought that damn prisoner bit me, might have given me swamp fever or something, so I went and questioned him. He just laughed and said he was a vampire, and that now I am one too. Crazy bastard. Everyone knows that there's no vampires in Cyrodiil. Sheogorath has that one firm in his grasp. That's for sure. He'll have me too soon if this damn fever doesn't die down. Sheogorath? Is Sheogorath your god? And you're gonna die and go to Sheogorath? I was visited by one of them, one of us. He said that the prisoner was drawing too much attention, too close to exposing our nature. He will be dealt with, and I will take his place in, I don't know, in the prison? Possible Mythic Dawn agents in the Imperial City. Astav Wirich, Margaret Diel, Styrborn, Bjorn, Yulin Athram, Lorkmir. Eliminated. So I guess the vampires and the Mythic Dawn don't get along. So I'm guessing the person we just talked to was the secretary. Transfer Publius. Oh good, you have the papers. I hope the warden didn't give you any trouble about it. I'll make sure these get processed right away. Send Publius my regards. Quest completed. Wait, what? The abyss gazes back. All the pieces are in place. Publius should be making his escape any day now and will make his way to Cyrodiil's house in the temple district. $420 experience. Well, let me see. Happy hunting. Alright, I'll probably cut ahead to talking to these people. Wealthy persons. Have you talked to Maralu Ramarin? I don't know why she's so down all the time. I guess you really can't buy happiness. So, Maralau Ramarin. Unhappy.
trust you.
God.
All right. You're pathetic.
I'm so used to integration that I forgot
Really?
how much
Yeah, I
the
get it.
dialogue, the
That's just
persuasion wheel is used.
good. It's
Unhappy.
a matter of trust.
Oh my god!
Go ahead. How nice. It's
Unhappy.
I like you.
Oh.
For you, what a thoughtful gift.
Well, as long as you don't tell anyone. I came here from Morrowind with Cyrodiil many years ago. We made our fortune and raised our family here in Cyrodiil, so what's the problem? While, you see, before I came here with Cyrodiil, I was a noble in the great house of Redoran. The Redoran pride themselves in adhering to the traditions of the settled Dunmer, duty, gravity, and piety. My love for Cyrodiil, an outsider, was not looked upon favorably by my house father. I see, but surely this is in the past. Indeed it is. Yet, sometimes I wish it were not so. My children have never set foot in the Ashlands, have never seen Underscar in Alderaan. They have not weathered their first ash storm. How can they know their measure? They know so little of their rightful heritage, of how to follow the true noble's code. Couldn't you teach them the old ways? Perhaps, but why would they listen? Morrowind is firmly in the Empire's grasp. Indoril and Redoran seem destined to fade away with Vivec, last of the Tribunal. I have even heard that my family's hold was sacked by invaders from Skyrim. Of what value are the old ways in this new era? Well, that's very sad, but you should join my vampire hunting order. You should join the order. Yes, what you seek to do is an honorable thing, worthy of the aid of the last of the Ramorans. Yet I cannot aid you for nothing. It is not the Redoran way. What do I need to do? If you were to render a service for me, then I could make you a retainer of House Redoran. I would then be free to support you in your noble endeavors. What kind of service? I would have to go to my family's hold in Morrowind and retrieve 3 Ramoran heirlooms, if at all possible. Secondly, a battle standard used by my family during the Arnesian War. Lastly, a pair of shoes worn by Saint Felms the Bold. How do I get to Morrowind? There is a ship on the waterfront, the Iliana, that sails from the Imperial City to Blacklight in Morrowind. I can arrange you passage aboard the Iliana. The Ramoran stronghold is in Aldegan, a small village. Damn it. The passage is long and not without danger, but it is perhaps the only way to circumvent the Skyrim invasion safely. If you perform this service for me, then I will never ask anything else of you. Very well, I will go. Wonderful. I will send a runner ahead to let the captain of the Iliana know you are coming.
Yes.
Order of the Virtuous Blood. This is Umbacano. Why would I want to spend my time hunting for vampires? Hunting for alien artifacts is so much more enjoyable and rewarding.
Go bother someone.
Well, I have heard that Adriana Centab has been spending a lot of time lately with some shady Khajiit. It's a good thing her parents don't know.
A short stay, and I love.
Yes.
Confessions of a Skooma Eater.
Any news? What's this about? I am Iniel Sinta.
So, Eniel Centab, Order of the Virtuous Blood. What sort of tomfoolery is this? No thank you, not interested.
How goes it? Come on.
Heard any...
She's sneaking off to meet her friend now. I followed Adriana to the King and Queen Tavern, but she went into the basement with Jasher. I should try to find a way down there. I am down here. The underground. This must be where Adriana went. It is dark in here. I might need to rummage through the refuse pack in the tunnels for a torch. Scripted sequence, scripted sequence. There we go, now I can move. You may use our den, but you are not welcome here, Wetlander. Underground. You don't look like an ordinary moon sugar lover. How do I know I can trust you? Skooma junkie. Oh, hey, you must be new. Great place, huh? I didn't realize I was still disguised as a guard. Family. Ah, yes, the great and mighty Centaurs. Everyone has always been so caught up with the feud, ever since I was little. It's all anyone really cares about. I wanted to paint to be like Wraiths Hand, but all anyone ever wants to talk about is what that stupid atheist brood is up to, as if it even matters. I understand. No, you don't. Nobody does. Just leave, Uva? What do you want? Underground. This place here, the people here are amazing. Will absolutely blow your mind wide open. Expand your horizons, Dan. Did you see that? Yes, definitely. Phew, I thought it was just me. Skooma addiction. I don't know what you're talking about. I can stop whenever I want. Alright, maybe I have a bit of a problem. Just don't tell my family, please. It would be unfortunate if... You have no idea. My family, they'd be... So wait, are you blackmailing me? Yes. I wonder if... Yes, I am blackmailing you. I don't believe this. Do you know who I am? Just get away from me or else you'll be sorry.
I'm waiting.
Adriana isn't being rational. It is going to be difficult to reason with her. Maybe I can gain her trust if I give her some skooma. Then again, giving her Jasher's spleen might get her attention as well. But he's standing right here. Am I just supposed to kill him in front of everyone?
It's my pleasure.
Be unfortunate if... Yes, I am blackmailing you. You're really serious, aren't you? You work for me now, Adriana Centav. Yes, please, anything. I'll do anything. My money, take it. Take all of it. Good, I will see you again soon. Oh God, what have I done to deserve this? Okay. An Alchemist's Guide to Skooma. sure is known. Just as the Gemont found nightshade works best with moon sugar. However, one must be careful to remove the seeds. Mixing the nightshade seeds with the moon sugar creates dangerously potent skooma that can easily be fatal. I've got some nightshade seeds here. Unrefined moon sugar. So I'm guessing one option would be to poison him. Poetry fragment. What are the roots? Clutch the branch. Grow out of the stony rubbish. Some skooma poetry there. Poetry, more poetry. So yeah, I'm guessing there's another option where you don't blackmail her. Or maybe you kill her friend and threaten her that way. Okay, so I reloaded save, tried it a different way. So if you get her to 100 high disposition, go family. Ah yes, the great and mighty syntax. Everyone has always been so kind. Ever since I was I understand. It's just so hard. It's just so hard, you know. So yeah, still do the other stuff, and I guess you can gather the equipment and use the Skooma lab to make tainted Skooma.
Well met.
Yeah. And you can give him tainted Skooma. Yes, all yours. Don't want to share? No? Well, I'm more than happy to take it all myself. That's gotta hurt. It's tempting. Oh, there's no option for spleen. Sure as dead, this should prove to the Syntav well that I'm not one to take idle threats. She will do as I say. So it's a little weird that you can either kill him or just have her like you a lot in order to blackmail her. Sure is dead. You killed him. Ah, damn it. Perhaps now you'll listen. Oh, Stendar, save me. Please, anything, please, please. You work for me now. So yeah, same thing. And the last solution, I guess the nice solution, is to just have a lot of, I guess, give her skooma until she likes you enough. And then she'll do the whole, it's just sniff, it's just so hard, you know. Go home. You're right, I think I will. Thanks, stranger.
Good day.
Would you like some tainted skooma still?
I hope I can.
I can still kill him.
You see,
Gonna cut in a small detour next before getting back to this quest, so stay tuned.
So here we are going into Luther Broad's boarding house. Hello, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I need someone to deliver something for me, and I'm willing to pay very generously. God, I don't want to click. 125 up front, 300 more when the job is done. Will you help me? Of course, give me the package and I will get moving. That's generous indeed. What's the catch? What do you need delivered to pay so much? That's generous indeed. What's the catch? There's no catch. It's simply something that needs to be delivered urgently. It's a matter of life and death. What do you need delivered to pay so much? It's a relic for a priest. He needs it as soon as possible, and I fear to die on the way. If this happens, you will never receive the package, and someone will die. Of course, give me the package and I will get moving. Thank Akatosh. You don't know how much this means to me. Here's your gold. Now take this package to the priests in Cyrodiil. They'll pay you the rest. I really must get going. Thank you so much. Faustina Kalina hands you a letter wrapped around a small object and hurries away. Skeletal hand. Letter given by Faustina Kalina. I have been tricked. The supposed delivery to a priest in Cyrodiil was actually a cursed wraith ethereal hand. Dear stranger, I hope you will forgive me for what I have done, but I had no choice. The wraith has haunted me every night since I found this cursed hand. I've tried throwing away, but it did no good. A learned sage advised me that only by finding the wraith's tomb, or by giving the hand away, could I get rid of its hateful curse. I am no warrior, and who would knowingly take up this burden for me? You looked brave enough to endure the curse, and perhaps solve it. Please understand I meant you no harm, but I would have been killed or driven mad otherwise. So this is a Tales of Cyrodiil quest. Here's one of the paintings from Integration. Oh, here's the Xivilai cot. Xivilai cot. I think I read this already.
What's this about?
Luther Broad.
Boarding house.
Luther Broad.
I'm Luther. You want beds or...
Cursed Wraith Hand. I wouldn't know anything about that. Try asking at a temple. New Courier Edition. You took your time, didn't you? I mean, the press is right around the corner. Do you even know how many competition I have in this city? And don't come me with all that for free nonsense again. So this is like one of the painting topics. So you could talk to him about it, and probably the person it's the painting is of, and Kana, and maybe some other people. Ohm's Wraith Warrior. She's some local hero in elsewhere, I've heard. My brother made a trip to Rimmon and sent me the painting as a gift. What a bother. Like thunder, the news hit all city watchmen at Bruma, Cyrodiil's northern city near Skyrim. A big devil, as a street spoilers described it, walked towards the city gates, armed with a warhammer bigger than a bull's head. Its head itself sprouted horns as long as an guardian's tail, and a collar made of jet black ebony lay around its neck. Molinaro of the local mages guild was at first to identify the creature, a Xivilai, like scamps in Dromora, servants of Mehrunes Dagon. Of course, the city watch immediately took action. Before the Xivilai could cause any harm, the brave defenders of Bruma took it down and hauled it into prison. The walls of Castle Bruma and its dungeon are strong, the iron bars well kept and without stain. Captain Bird of the City Watch assured us that neither man nor monster can break out, especially since the captured Xivilai is watched all day long. So I'm guessing because she wasn't actually attacking them, they could arrest her, because otherwise you'd think they'd just kill her. Luckily, though, it was only one Xivilai, which even got overpowered before it could draw its weapon. The reason for its presence is yet unknown. No other Daedric monstrosities followed in its wake. Xivilai were last seen in Cyrodiil during the first sacking of Kvatch, as they spread mayhem in the name of the Cameron usurper. Some reports of the Battlespire incident mention a few Xivilai too, but the Battlespire incident as a whole is mysterious, and the truthfulness of any report regarding its fall dubious at best. As for the Xivilai in Bruma, it was disarmed and is now safely kept under control. The citizens of the Empire can again rest easy, except for the Oblivion crisis. But I guess that could have been over by now. Actually, in this game, it hasn't even started yet.
Please, by all means. What is it?
Sharon and Sin.
Good day. You too. Justia Sintab.
Adriana, just what are you insinuating?
All right. Be seen. Well met.
Okay, here we go. So, Justia Centav, Adriana. What? You're clearly mistaken. No Centav is a skooma sucker. Skooma addiction. This can't be true. Why would she do such a thing? The feud. Damn those Atians. They're clearly... No, you're right. We have to accept our role in this. Intervention. Oh dear, I had my suspicions, but I never... Right, I will be there. There is still time to make this right.
Good day. Take care. Good day. Goodbye.
So, I'm guessing I have to ask all of them to be at the intervention. And here we have Jenna Centav, intervention. This will show that little twit. Oh, I wouldn't miss this for anything. I can't wait to see the look on her face. Not very nice. Alright. Cast a Centav, intervention. By the 9, what is happening to the youth these days? I will help, but you must convince the others. So on the bright side, at least they all have quest markers. Intervention. What utter nonsense. I will hear none of this.
I hope I can help.
Intervention. Yes, I see that this is the best course. However, you'll have to convince the rest. Just don't tell Eniel. It will break the old man's heart. Intervention. I see. This is terrible. Only Ariel could do that, but he must never know of this.
Yes?
Cyrodiil, Centav, intervention.
It's my pleasure.
Intervention. Oh, my little girl, how I failed you. Very well, I will do this, but you must tell the others. I have no heart to tell myself. Carmana, Centav. No.
Good day.
So, Carmana, Centav, intervention. Oh, our poor baby girl. Where did we go wrong? Yes, we'll do this, but you'll need to convince the rest of me. Please don't tell anyone. Centavs have found me most convincing. I should wait for a day or so, then check on Adriana. So now I'm waiting for Adriana to... I'll talk to him later. So I'm waiting for Adriana, and I'm waiting for... the other one, and I have to go to Morrowind. Adriana said, "Oh, it's you. You wouldn't be willing to help me again, would you?" What happened? Well, there was this gathering with my family, but then everyone stared at me and told me that I had a Skooma problem, and I just started crying. Then they were really upset. Someone started shouting, and then Uncle Enio was there, and everyone was yelling and screaming at each other, saying it was all our fault. Enio was there. What did he do? Uncle Enio slammed his fist on the table, and everyone got real quiet. And then he just stared at me. His eyes. "Adriana Centav," he said. He said, "Adriana Centav, I disown you. A Centav you are no more." And then he turned around and left. That's horrible. Please, you've got to help me. No one will even talk to me anymore. My parents, I have nowhere to go. You could join the order. You would do that for me? Oh, you are the image of Stindar himself. I cannot thank you enough. I will do everything I can to help. So, I guess that's better. One, she gives you money. The other one, she joins the order and has no contacts. My life has been such a mess. I just want to go to my room and cry. You don't have a room, vampires. I can sort of understand the unquenchable thirst they have. So yeah.
So now let's go check in with our seducer, dealing with some Xivilai in Bruma.
So here we are at Bruma.
I'm saving up.
Xivilai in the north.
It's a matter of trust.
Oh, come on.
But I don't...
No.
Alright.
Ah, screw this. So yeah, we're trying to find the Xivilai in the north that's causing problems.
Blessings of Akatosh upon me.
One mark.
Don't know anything. Try asking Captain Bird or Sirach. They usually know what's going on around here.
Hello.
Alright, so here's Captain Bird.
I'm Captain Bird.
Xivilai in the north. We had reports about a dark giant blocking one of the roads between Bruma and Coral, past Senkarator. No one's using these paths anymore, so we haven't dispatched any guards to investigate these claims yet. If you like to search for that giant yourself, you're of course free to do so.
Get too close to the prisoners. No touching the locks.
Now, as you might recall, there was also a courier
I haven't got all
about a imprisoned Xivilai in Bruma. Oh, another one. Taking a look at the imprisoned Xivilai. Great. Just great. Imprisoned Xivilai. You've got eyes, and you can see. Congratulations. How did you end up here? We are not the Dremora, slaves to wrong decisions and stupidness. We hate the darkness, the void, and we will not return to it. That's why we fled. But the mortals do not understand. That doesn't answer my question. I was captured, trying to warn these fools. How typical. If I could, I would tear out their throats and use them as pipes. These bars are a humiliation. What would happen if I set you free? Nothing, but you cannot. The Countess, maybe. Or if you've got the right magic. But these walls block teleportation. Would you help me at all? Of course. Thank you, Sister Daedroth. Please give this message to the Countess to show her our good intentions. I can't move. What in Oblivion is this list made of? I didn't exactly have paper, you know, but you'll manage. It contains important information. All those traitors and loonies. Bruma, what do I know? I've heard that the place will be important. That's why I came here. Haven't seen more than this cell, though. So yeah, you can use feather spells if you need to, or if you're strong enough, you can just carry it, or just grab it.
It's a pleasure to see you.
The pages of this book are made of ebony. Red inscriptions form letters. The whole book seems to be screaming, withering in your hand. If there is a written equivalent to Daedric armor, you're holding it in your hands, which threatens to break your arms and your back.
Hear me out before you make.
No. Firo's list. Let me take a look at that. What is that? Daedric writing? I can't read that. Maybe some of the Mages Guild can. Or can you? Conjuration, I can. So if your Conjuration is 75, you can. If you're a Daedra, you can. Or it might be books read also.
150.
Conjuration,
books.
I can. A list of people. What's up with these people? Better have an eye out for them, shall we? Can someone please take the list? Just drop it somewhere. What about the Xivilai now? Good question. We need to talk to her, discover what she knows. Deviath's Fur reported that Mehrunes Dagoron's servants aren't likely to use subterfuge, so maybe we can get some reliable knowledge out of her. After that, I don't know. Xivilai aren't the most harmless Daedra. Far from it. Even if we grant her limited freedom, she has to be watched, at least for a time. I can't risk my citizens to do this. Maybe later, depending on how she answers our questions, we find a solution. For now, I fear she has to stay in prison. And what will be in the future, we'll see then. The Countess won't release you. That's what I expected. Typical mortal behavior. Never mind. There is a movement started by wayward golden saints and dark seducers. If they can build up enough trust in Et Ada, it may finally free me. That's the good thing about being a mortal. You can have patience. Of course, it gets boring sometimes, but anyway, thanks for your help. Here, take my old collar. May it bring pain to those trying to imprison you.
Prisoners may not accept.
Yeah.
What can I do?
You didn't tell me about this, Xivilai.
May not accept.
So yeah. Reflect damage, reflect spell. So, Bird mentioned between Bruma and Sancrator, and Kara mentioned that it was around a Daedric shrine. So, let's go check at the Daedra shrine. You know, somewhere where we won't immediately get attacked.
You have not.
Xivilai in the north. Yes, we had problems with the Xivilai. Fortunately, Lord Mora told us a secret. What secret? The Xivilai became corrupted. While Daedra are immortal, their bodies do live. Not this Xivilai anymore. Not really. Either way, it fears spells that can turn undead. As long as we defend ourselves that way, we're safe from it.
Between the sea. You have not.
The fate of man.
So, here we are, about to do Integration's first boss fight. Like the quests, you can do it a number of ways, and I'll show you the few of the different ways here. Including a little Easter egg, which there's not really any hints for. It's kind of vaguely hinted at, maybe. But you'll see. So we have the undead, the turn undead, which is her weakness, as the Hermes Mora cultists or worshippers told us. So we'll see how that goes. Trying to. Damn it. Alright, so she turned invisible and is coming at us somewhere. So yeah, that's what the weakness does. It just pushes her away, gives you a chance to breathe, chance to hit her back. If you can manage to hit her with a silence spell before she summons her armor, that would be best, because then she can't really attack you just with her fists. And yeah, with the way my fall damage is right now, if you could just push her off the hill or shoot her with turn undead and make her fall off the hill, that kills her. And yeah, she's got a Heart of Order, so that gives you a little hint about what's going on with Ulaza. So yeah, so you could either like trick her into running off the hill or throw her off the hill with undead. Just remember Oblivion's ragdoll physics are really bad, so if you try and shoot her off of the bridge, she'll just hit against the rope there. But yeah, try another one. So yeah, if you can silence her from afar or use Turn Undead to keep her down for a while, that should be able to stop her from summoning her armor, but she will eventually still summon it. See, she bounces back. There we go. A little pawn of weaklings and doomed idiots come to challenge me. Do you really think you can stop the ordering? Your body will break on the slopes of these mountains. I will gnaw on your bones, little one. See, I think the combat mods are making her all aggressive, so she doesn't say that line like she normally would. And the fall damage thing, normally it wouldn't kill her. It would do like a decent amount of damage, but even falling very far away wouldn't normally kill her. See, like that probably wouldn't have killed her in the vanilla game. But after 20 hits from the Turn Undead spell, she just falls over and dies. So we'll do one more here and then go to the one more here and then we'll go to the Nord. This one is kind of a weird one. I need this one. So, gotta hit her with enough charm to reach 100 disposition. And then yield to her. What is happening? It feels different, new, old, again, the same, changed. I know of you. You'll oppose him, or have you? Time is difficult to grasp. No, not today. I'm still me, the old me, the new me. Flee while you can. The void awaits me. So yeah, she kills herself. Yeah, did I get the... Yeah, the Xivilai muttered some nonsense, then did cast a spell on herself. I get the feeling that I should run away quickly. So she's, judging by the heart of Jigaleg, she has been corrupted by order from, you know, Shivering Isles. So one more on the Nord, and then we'll turn this one in. So now we're on the Nord, all decked out and ready to go. Got some obsidian armor, yeah. And guard armor, the sword she gave us. I think in the base game, without the upped damage, you'd have to use probably something more powerful. Or enchanted. But at least without enchantments, you don't have to worry about the spell being reflected back at you. So yeah, the wildlife kind of sets her off sometimes. See, same thing goes for you. You just sort of bounce off the ropes. Yep, that got her. So yeah, it's possible to kill her with just regular means, but you gotta be pretty powerful. Because, like, this guy's Eothas is 110 strength. I think these have been damaged. 107 endurance. And 87 armor. Yeah, this shield here, 35 fire shield. This is from Oscuros. But yeah, it's possible. And what else was there? Alright, let's go turn this in. Oh. Yeah, see, this is one of the visitors. Alien cities lost. They were mostly over the ground, not under it. Only the military or ceremonial cities survived the centuries. Those that were on the surface are gone by now. I do not care if it's Xivilai. I'm here to explore Mirandan. Let the ruins safe. Yeah. There's random visitors that have 1 or 2 lines. There's probably like 50 altogether in the different places. There's Kara. Have you banished the Xivilai yet? Yes, she's history. No, she is not. Don't you know? You should by now. Daedra cannot be killed. Someday or another we'll see her again, I fear. For now, you've done the right thing. You're still here? Do you want a reward? Take this. Paintings. Kana's idea. Maybe later. So yeah, we've done a lot of things now. So I'll just end things here, and hopefully we'll get to more integration stuff next time, not just big battle. Alright, see ya.